Well, hello there, everybody. How's it going? Just zoom in on myself here. All right. You just type a quick welcome into the chat box here. Put your questions for the universe in the chat. Choose your oracle and get your answer. Let's have fun, y'all. All right. Hey, welcome to the OraCola. I'm arcieoracola. I'm coming at y'all live from Austin, Texas here on June 22nd, 2022. Yes, we are officially in summer. We just had the summer solstice yesterday, which is the longest day of the year in the Northern Hemisphere. It means the sun's out all day. It was hot as fuck, but we're in Texas, so that's how it is. Anyway, I'm coming to y'all for the next hour. What I'm going to be doing is reading the oracles, and I have several to choose from. So if you don't know what's up with this show, you can click the description box below down there, and then it'll tell you what oracles you can choose from. Ask your question in the chat, choose your oracle, and then get your answer from the universe. I'm going to be here for about an hour, and yeah, let's have fun. Hey, PNG. Good to see you. Hey, Patrick. Seems like the family is tuned in. Hi, y'all. Hope y'all are having a good summer so far. I know we're just like 24 hours into it, but it's summer. Hey, Goog. Hi. All right. Well, I don't know about y'all, but I think that the energies are very interesting, to say the least. And there is a lot of, I think, expectation in the air. Like, what's the next shoe that's going to drop? What's the next thing that's going to happen? What's the next card that's going to be thrown down on the table? We have no idea, but I feel it. It's crackling. It's crackling in the air. So I hope y'all are with me on this, because that's just the energy that I'm feeling. And I don't know, the universe might be telling you a different vibe, but that's what I'm feeling. What are we drinking? Oh, I went back to drinking on this show, and I'm just drinking my usual. And so vodka and some lemon and some Topo Chico. Just real simple, summer, clean, not too sweet. I don't need to add no shit to it. It goes down easy, and it's refreshing. So, woo, yes, refresco. That's what we're doing. We're refreshing tonight. The earrings say 100% natural. I don't know. I like them because it's just a piece of wood, and it has 100% natural burned into it. I just think it's funny. I've always been drawn to them, and I don't get to wear them enough, so I thought I'd wear them tonight. I've worn them before on the show, pretty sure, but maybe it's been a while. So yeah, it's the summertime. It's time to be natural and invited and all them things. So who's got a question for the universe? I know you got some brewing, so I want to kick that in your head. Before we get to that, though, we're going to do a little rundown of the oracles, just real quick for the folks that are watching that might not know how to get involved, or who might just be new viewers. Yeah, so we got the arcieoracola tarot deck. This is my tarot. It's only the major arcana and one of each of the suits. Very efficient and archetypical. If you are looking for some style advice, we got our fashion oracle. This one's brand new, and it's just about, any kind of visual art or any kind of creativity, like something that's very visual or colorful. I would go with that one. Another one that would work for colors is the crystal oracle. This is going to give you some earth energies with some different color options to choose from as far as your query. And then we have our plant medicine, the essential oil deck, which has all kind of things that come from the plant kingdom that might be helpful for your situation. Now, moving on to our more complicated oracles, we've got the Book of Revelation, which is from the King James Version of the Holy Bible, which is the only version of the Holy Bible that actually counts, in case you were wondering. Don't be stupid. Anyway, it's a randomly chosen verse from the Book of Revelation. It may or may not apply to your situation, but it's fun to listen to. And then we have our most intriguing oracle, the one that is the most, I don't know, it's the most fun for sure, but it's also just like the most naughty. This is our porticle, and this is going to give you a dirty picture, just some kind of random dirty picture from hundreds of years of dirty pictures, and it might work for your situation. And then we have our very simple oracles. If you don't really know what to do, or you're just like feeling like, okay, I'll say, universe, what do you want me to know? We got our whole hat of self care. This is good for just any general things that you might need to do in your daily life that you've been neglecting. And last but not least is everybody's favorite hater, the magic hate ball. Karen here is ready to tell you that your idea sucks and that she predicts the worst thing that could happen. Yeah, so choose her if you're feeling like a nihilist. Okay, so that was our oracle selection, and it feels like P&G has a tarot, so that's excellent. We got one on deck. Next thing we're going to do is do our little ritual. We do a little ritual every time just to kind of set the mood and invite the universe to come and sit with us this evening and share its wisdom. I like to do a little ritual. You can do your own ritual. It's a very personal thing. But what I normally do is light the sacred wood. You definitely want to get the sacred wood burning. Burning, 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 sacred wood is burning, burning and the smoking out vibes. I don't want to go further. I think it would ruin the ritual. All right. So we got the sacred wood, and then we're going to ring the bell. Just ring the little bell and ask the universe to come in and sit with us for a spell and give wisdom. Okay. And because we live in the apocalypse, we have pestilence, and this is our UV wand, which is good for the pestilence. So we're going to wave this around our space, just eradicating any kind of baddies that the man might have set upon us, or just might be naturally there. You know, it happens. People get sick. You can't forget it. Sometimes people get sick. But we're going to wave our pathogen wand and hopefully eradicate them. Okay. And last but certainly not least, it's our Rich Bitch Witch Spray that we've been working through for this whole time we've been doing the reboot of the OraCola. We're getting there toward the bottom. We're just at the level of the bottom of the label here. And we ain't got the Legionnaires yet, so we're going to keep spraying it up here for our abundance. This is my abundance, your abundance, everybody's abundance. And if you have abundance, you are able to share. You can always do so on PayPal or Venmo. Send it to arcieocola, ARCIECOLA. It's also in the description below. And yeah, offerings are always appreciated. So that is our little ritual that we like to do. Oh, and just before I forget, I did get a scratch off. So yeah, put some good vibes into this baby, because maybe I might be able to take another month off from work. We'll see. Okay. So moving on, we had a tarot question from P&G. And I don't know, she, they, he, whatever, they just need a reading for the week. So what is the card for the week for P&G? The chariot. Oh, that's good. So, yeah, it just means that this is going to be a week to get shit done. And if you set your mind to doing it and accomplishing it, it's probably going to go well. As long as you don't let your ego get in the way of whatever's going on. Now, this could apply to many different areas of your life. It could be a personal thing, business thing, whatever. But I feel like it's spelling out success if you're prepared, you're mentally there, and you are ready to win the race. So, yeah, whatever's going on, hopefully it will be the win that you need in your corner. Okay, who else had a question? We had one up here too. How to self-care, something to do to chill out after a hellacious on-call shift, please. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that work is difficult. Nobody likes it when their work is difficult. But it's all soul lessons we've chosen because we came here and we're living it. So here's what you can do to help. Brush your teeth. So, yeah, I think this is just a reminder to take care of yourself in general. So, even though you might be having troubles on your day job, you can focus on improving a different area of your life. And, it feels good to brush your teeth. I'm not one of those weirdos who's against it. I just feel like every time I'm doing it, I want to do it well because it always feels real good after. And you can always say, like, that is the bare minimum accomplishment that you get done in the day. Like, you don't even have to get out of your pajamas. But if you brushed your teeth, you have done the bare minimum of hygiene that is recognized by most humans as acceptable to be in society. So brush your teeth. Don't worry about the rest of the shit. Maybe like get a new toothbrush. Try the style that's weird. There's a weird trend I noticed at the store the other day, which it just blew my mind, which is charcoal infused toothbrushes. Now, obviously, this is some motherfucking scam, but they're going with it because there were several brands with a charcoal infused toothbrush, toothpaste, mouthwash. Like, charcoal is suddenly the thing. That's how dark it's gotten in our reality right now. In this 3D reality on this thing, charcoal is the shit. I don't get it. Anyway, maybe try a charcoal toothbrush. I don't know. But yeah, brush your teeth. Yeah, I think they all do. It's a thing. It's the thing they all make. And you know why they make it? All right, I'm going to be real with y'all. And I know you might not know this, and you probably will understand that it is true, but whatever. All the shit that people make is pretty much made in the same few factories, and they just slap a label on it and make it their own. And anybody who is a smaller maker who's making shit is probably also just ordering shit that's already pre-made and slapping their label on it. They might tweak one or two things, but the base of it is made in a factory somewhere because it is very difficult to make a lot of these things because you need equipment that's very specialized and you need ingredients that are very specialized and whatever. So this proliferation of brands with the same shit is just like, it's just that it's all coming from the same fucking factories. I'm just telling you this right now. If you don't know this is true, then I'm giving you some truth. So there you go. Tea. Yeah, no, everybody, the charcoal is the new thing. And in a few years, it will not be about the charcoal. It'll be about some other bullshit. I promise you. Remember when tea tree was the thing? Remember when the tea tree was the thing? Remember when the tea tree, and then it was what, the neem? There was a neem period. Like, you can go back and find that shit. Whatever. Anyway. Oh, who else has a question? We're already 15 minutes into the show, and I feel like I spilled a lot. Got to save it. IKEA rechargeable batteries are exactly the same. Oh yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. All them store brands for the most part are made in the same factories. Now, I'm not saying that the factories are all the same. I'm not saying that like the ingredients used is all the same. What they do is they hire these people to either one, like private label a thing that they already make, or they pay them to make their own thing, and then they get like different ingredients and then they private label that shit. Because all these things are on a production schedule. And if you got a cracker factory, then you're going to be making crackers 24/7 to turn a profit because that's all you can do. And you're going to make crackers for whoever asks you for a cracker, and you're going to figure out how to make that fucking cracker. That's just what you're going to do as a smart business owner of the cracker factory. So, there you go. There's my take on it. Questions for the universe. I don't think we have any others in the chat. No. I'm going to look online real quick. Just double check. Let's see. Nothing on that one. And nothing on that one. So it's up to the tiny few folks who were watching this evening to supply the universe with questions. Just putting y'all on notice. Tarot, will my schoolwork get more interesting soon? The introductory class seems a little silly. Well, you're at a community college, so it's going to be a little bit dumbed down because the kids these days can barely read. I promise you this. And that's not being mean. It's just because that's how they've been taught. They don't know what to do with words. They are very oriented with video, and like reading comprehension is in the toilet. It's terrible. So just be patient with them. I mean, you can always put in an earbud and be listening to a Spotify playlist while the class is going on, and no one's going to say shit because everybody else is wearing an earbud too. So there's an option for you. But here's a tarot for you. The Empress. Okay, so here's the thing. You should just, like I said, look on this as being a moment of mentorship where you can lead by example. And if the curriculum is a little dumbed down, well, then just ask intelligent questions so that the poor professor who's leading the thing, who hopefully is somewhat cognizant of the situation and is just as frustrated as you, is able to like help bring in more stuff to the curriculum, if you know what I mean. Like a class can go a lot of different ways depending on who's participating in it. And sometimes you can go off and like learn new shit just because somebody has a particular question and the teacher was willing to teach you. So yeah, I would be like the mother figure and try to be the good lead in the class because you got experience and you're just there to learn for your personal development. It's not some stupid like elective you have to take. So it's a for-profit online school. Well, that tells you if you want to stick with it, then you might need to leave a bad review at the end. You might need to be honest about what they offered you. I'm not saying that you're going to get cheated. I'm sure you'll learn plenty of stuff. But yeah, you can definitely leave a snarky Yelp and see how that relieves it. Sometimes just leaving a snarky letter is catharsis that you need. Okay. Y'all want crackers now. I'm just saying that it just doesn't matter. It's all coming from the same factories. Even the artisan shit. It's all come from the same factories like generations back. All right. May I have a general reading tarot for Patrick? Oh, yes. I will do that for you, Patrick. And no, P&G is not tea time yet. I feel like I've given some bonus tea already, so just chill. Or steep. You got to steep. All right, Patrick. Oh my God, you got the same card. The Empress. So yeah, there's some nesting energy going on with that household right there. There's something going on that needs to happen. Self-care and nurturing and I don't know. Maybe it's time for some redecorating or something. Maybe it's time for some kind of project, some kind of project that's gonna increase the value of the household in the long run. One of them things. I don't know. I'm just saying that's what y'all got. So we'll just see there. Whenever the universe gives us a double card, they want us to double down on knowing what that means. So let's see. You said something round because of Wheel of Fortune. So I did one of our swag lamps, the teacher. Oh, well, that's great. See, there you go. Use the inspiration given to you by the universe. It will always lead you down the correct path. Always. Well, see, there you go. There you go. Mother Nature is calling you. It's Cancer season now, so that means it's a little bit more emotional, a little bit more watery, a little bit more, kind of like motherly. This is the season, the high point of the season where everything should be good, everything should be peachy. So yeah, take advantage. Take advantage. All right. Who else has a question? If not, that's okay. I can always do some cards for the collective. Astrology, well, not really. I feel like I said, I'm not astrologer and I don't know how it works. And I'm interested, just curious, like I'm curious about it, but I don't really understand it. So I have not really learned any astrology. I don't know much about what's happening except that we just had the solstice, which means that the sun is moving into the Cancer. If you're doing Western astrology, sun's moving into Cancer. It's a cardinal point. I think Venus is moving into Gemini today, something like that. And I know we got a new moon coming up next week. So yeah, I don't know much about it. I listen to it, I try to understand, but I just haven't learned. I'm just hoping one day I will wake up and we'll just have the ability. You know how that happens to some people? They just like go to sleep after they have like a suicidal thought and they wake up and they're like, "Oh my God, now I suddenly understand everything or I can hear God." Well, hopefully that will happen to me with astrology, but apparently it seems like you really just have to study it and I'm lazy. So that's all I know, and I only know that because somebody else told me. Oh, there was rain. That's really good. I'm so glad because we have not had no rain up here in Austin. It's been terrible. It's been so dry. And I'm wondering if I need to water my plants because I give them like water once every 12 days. I'm pretty lazy about it. And they seem okay. They're not too unhappy. We have sprinklers on the ground, so they probably get a little residual mist, and that's probably enough. But I'm also wondering if I should try to water them some more, but I haven't decided. So let me know in the comments. Should I water my plants more? Mostly aloe veras, and they're fine. 10 minutes. Well, sometimes that's all you need. Just a little sprinkle. I don't know nothing about mediumship. If I was a medium, I would let y'all know. Y'all would be the first to know. I'd be like, y'all, guess what? I hit my head and suddenly I can like talk to ghosts. And I would tell y'all all the shit that I know about it as it was going on because That is a gold YouTube channel. Do you know how golden that would be if I was really seeing ghosts and I was able to put that shit on YouTube and like be authentic about it? Oh my God, I would get so many people like to subscribe because first of all, it would be authentic. You cannot fake that shit. And second of all, it's ghosts. That's a win-win combination right there. So yeah, the plants will tell you when they're thirsty. Yeah, I look at them every day, and I haven't seen anybody go real upset, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I know. I feel like the aloes are pretty tough. Like they're fine. They're fine. Whenever I do water them, it just runs right through anyway. So I know it's got to be. They enjoy a little bit more of a soaking, and it's probably a seasonal soaking. So I'm fine with letting them chill. Okay. Well, it's 9:26. I guess I can do some tea early since y'all ain't putting no questions out. Here we go. Okay. This is fun. Okay. So I ordered me some shit on Amazon. I know it's bad. I know I'm devil, but sometimes I shop at Hobby Lobby too. And I ain't gonna say that it's right, but it just have to do it. We all have to do what we gotta do. So I ordered some shit on Amazon, and when I went to check out, they asked me, "Do you want a free trial of Prime?" And I'm like, "Well, hell yeah, I want a free trial of Prime." So I got me a free trial of Prime, which is not that great because I honestly do not use Amazon hardly ever, and I'm really not good at watching movies or TV shows or nothing like that. So I was like, all right, I'll go in there and see what kind of movies they got to watch. And I scrolled forever and was like, well, this is a shit ass like collection. It's not actually that good, but that's on purpose, right? So anyway, I finally settled on some James Bond, and I happened to watch the most recent James Bond movie, which is called No Time to Die. And it is Daniel Craig's swan song in the Bond reboot that started with, what was it, Casino Royale? Like a long time ago. Anyway, it's like the fourth in the series. I can't remember. I've seen them all, but they are not memorable, which is why I'm doing this now. So I watched this movie and I thought, okay, is this a James Bond movie or is this a sleeper? Like you want to go to sleep because it's so boring kind of movie. And mostly it was the latter. It was very difficult to follow the plot. The action sequences were kind of lackluster. It mostly just was not coherent in any way, and the design was not that great. I think Leah Sado was done dirty with her design because she's way prettier than they made her look. And anyway, I just was like disappointed in the whole thing. And poor like Remy Malek, who was just the villain with the pizza face, like he had nothing to do in this whole movie. And I do not understand why at the very end of it they had to kill the main character. Sorry if that's a spoiler. Really, it's not that important because it's just dumb. It was a dumb premise. It was just stupid and it was way too fucking long. I remember like hitting that bar going, Jesus fucking Christ, how much longer is this thing gonna be? And then just like going, oh God, it's another fucking hour. I'm never gonna make it through. I did make it through. I had to drink a little bit extra and smoke another bowl. But I made it through, and I can honestly say it was an unremarkable piece of garbage. On the yawnometer, I would give it like 5 or 4 yawns. Like, that's how dumb it is. So, yeah. There you go. There's the tea on the latest James Bond. I'm sorry it ended so poorly. But honestly, I'm okay with this James Bond going away because really when they did the reboot with the Daniel Craig one, they just lost all the charm. It just became like this drudgery. Like he walked through the whole thing looking like he smelled a bad fart and it was not his liking. And that was not the James Bond I grew up watching. The James Bond I grew up watching various ones were always having a good time. They was always banging the chick. They was always like doing the crazy fun thing and, seeing the shark in the tank and then like getting out of some impossible situation. But it was always very fun. I mean, on the border of camp. But this latest reboot was just a drudgery, just kind of like the new Batman. Keeps getting more serious. I'm like, come on. The man started out with a pow and a pop and a woo on his panel. Jesus Christ. Let's get back to basics. Sorry, that was a bit of a rant, but I had to let y'all know how I felt about that bullshit. And I've been a Bond fan for many, many years. And I know it's problematic, and I do not fucking care. I'm not saying it didn't look good. I mean, definitely it was shot well. There was no expense spared with the sets. Like, the stunts were top notch. Like, it was beautiful to watch, except that it didn't make any fucking sense. And I know they try to wedge in that predictive programming with the nanobots. Like, duh, that's like a 15-year-old story. Try me with some new kind of intel that's just emerging. Let's have a med bed scene or some bullshit like that. That would pique my interest. The nanobots, that's been done. That's already over. We already did COVID, y'all. Okay. Oh, I know. And they're so dark. And they're quiet, too. I was listening to this, and admittedly, I don't have a television set or no kind of setup. I just watch it on my laptop, but I get real close, so it counts. But I do have a little Bluetooth speaker, which amplifies the volume considerably. This movie was quiet. Like, I couldn't hear nothing. And then, like, when the explosions happened, they was, I guess, appropriately loud, but mostly it was just like muttered in dark rooms kind of bullshit. Nope, nope, no. Give me that loud ass James Bond with the bright technicolors and the big beach scenes and, just like all the big stupid shit. That's James Bond. Let's not forget it. James Bond is stupid shit. Hey, Lava Jeans. Sorry, you came in on the end of the tea rant about the latest James Bond movie, which probably went on way too long, but whatever. I don't care. I hope in that time one of y'all has come up with a question because I've kind of run out of shit to do except go through the cards for the collective. So, if anybody, Pornicle, we had a Pornicle question. Okay. What is Daniel Craig going to do after James Bond? That's a good Pornicle. I like that one. I enjoy that one. Let's see. All right, we got to do a random number generator. Random number generator. All right, there's 755 pages in the Pornicle. And we're going to generate 266. 266. Oh shit, I forgot. We got to put on the live chat. If you forgot to do it now. On the chat box, do live chat, not top chat. It will default to top chat, but sometimes it will filter out some answers, and so we want everybody's questions to come through. All right, what did I say? 266. Sorry about that. Whew. Oh, that's the universe coming through with something. All right, 266 in the Pornicle. What's Daniel Craig going to be up to? Oh, God. Okay. Oh, okay. I don't really know what's going on. But it looks like there is a young person in bed with some kind of little demon. I don't know what that means, but maybe it means that it'll be a return to some childhood trauma. You'll have to work out Hopefully it doesn't mean some Hollywood debauchery like we have all been like told that's going on, but we can't 100% prove because we ain't there. But I do like that the curtains in the back kind of look like the inside of a mouth or like the inside of an organ or the inside of a vagina or a rectum. I think this is a very interesting photo. And I don't know what to make of it, but yeah. Hopefully it's an Oscar winning role. Oh, thanks for all the bless yous. I did not expect that. That was just coming out. That was just like, woo! Yeah, I know. That was kind of a crazy picture. I was getting down a rabbit hole the other day, and I was almost going to make this tea, but I have not actually gotten deep enough and into it to like have an opinion. But I'll just give y'all a preview in case I ever do the tea again. Is rappers talking about the times they've been invited to parties and seen some fucked up like sex orgy shit that involves contract making. And it's always talked about in a very roundabout way, but they're all kind of hitting around the same thing. And so I've been just kind of like occasionally watching these videos to see if there's any continuity between them. If it seems like a psyop or if it seems like a legit thing. I cannot figure it out yet, but there's a lot of them out there, and they're entertaining stories if you're willing to get through a lot of the subterfuge behind the language. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, that was an exciting adventure into my sinus cavity. Thank you for holding on. All right. So, let's do a tarot for the collective. We just had the summer solstice, which means we're halfway through the year, season wise. And it's a good time to kind of reflect on where you come from and where you're headed and just maybe what you should be paying attention to now. So, for the collective, tarot. Oh, this is a good one. The Chariot. Again, the universe has given us two doubles. Damn it. I don't know if that's ever happened before. So, yeah. So, we have to worry about just succeeding, just getting ahead, being prepared and ready to win the race because it's definitely a race out there. There's definitely competition. The man has got a lot of obstacles in your way. You're going to have to dodge them. But we can win this thing if we work together as a team. So yeah, there you go. There's for the collective. It's pretty good. What are these secret parties? Well, that's the thing. I don't know what they are, but there's a lot of stories that are out there of people being invited to these secret parties where sex things are happening and deals are being brokered, and it could be coercion. It could be that they're filming you so that they can get dirt on you, and it might be that you have to participate in these things if you want to succeed in certain business ventures in Hollywood, the music industry, all that shit. They're very circumspect, a lot of them, about what it is. But it's pretty obvious if you're versed in any kind of conspiratorial stuff like me. Like, I've been doing this shit for years. So I get what they're talking about. But they're very like, oh, yeah, this happened. So I'm not sure if it's actually like the reality. I wouldn't be surprised. It'd probably be worse, actually. But or if it's some kind of psyop, like they're putting these out there as like to try to continue a narrative so they can use it to their advantage. So, yeah, there we go. Illuminati shit. Yep, that's pretty much it. All right, I think Lava Jeans had a tarot. May I ask the tarot what my next move should be toward my crush love interest? Okay. Let's see what the tarot has to say about this potential change in the dynamic. The moon. Okay. So this might be a moment to just lay on the throttle for a second. Just don't go too fast, don't go too slow, but kind of maintain, just tread the water there. Uh I don't know. It's not certain what's going to happen. You're going to have to parse it out a little bit more. It's a little bit murky. So I would say don't rush into anything. Make sure that you understand what's happening, and maybe just wait until it's a little bit brighter outside before you make any kind of move. If you know what I mean. So there you go. Don't be afraid of it for sure. It's just an uncertain phase, and that's how it works sometimes. So good luck. Yeah, the moon card is, I don't say the moon card is bad because no card is good or bad, but whenever you get the moon card, it's just very much about like, yep, we get it. We're in that place. It's not necessarily the spot you want to be in, but that's where you are right now. So learn what you can from the moment. That's really what it's all about. I mean, honestly, it's for me. It means you should take a rest. Think about it being moonlight outside. You're probably asleep or trying to sleep, so it might be a moment to just kind of rest. All right. Who else has a question? We got about 19, 18 more minutes left here in the show. I can keep moving through the cards for the collective. Now, next up, we aren't going to get no double because this is our only draw for this one, but we're going to do a little fashion draw. See what kind of fashion icon we can use for this first week of the summer 2022. First week of summer. Kate Moss. Oh, okay. I think this is the first time we got Kate Moss. So yeah, I would say go for a 90s vibe. I wouldn't worry about her like copying her style so much as going for the 90s vibe. Back when we still had some freedom in this country. Um, Back then. So maybe you just kind of do a little nostalgia dip and go back to some of those feelings, those vibes, and you'll be very fashionable because I think there's a revival right now. So there you go, Kate Moss. Crystal reading, please, for P&G. All right, let's do a crystal for P&G. You're welcome, Lava Jeans. Good luck. I feel like Kate Moss is one of them celebrities that's probably a decent sport. I'm not saying that she's probably not egotistical and used to get in her way. And I'm not saying that she's like not even involved in some shady shit, but she seems to be more or less okay. Like she does movies and like makes fun of herself, that kind of thing. So at least there's that. There's nothing worse than a celebrity that's just unlikable, completely unlikable. It's helpful if you have a celebrity that you're trying to like be emulating that you like a little bit about them. Just a little bit. Just a little. Makes it easier. Okay. Crystal for P&G. Oh, Aragonite. Aragonite. This is a new one. I don't think I've ever seen this one. Aragonite. Aragonite. Release your emotional baggage. So let it go. Let it all go. That's pretty. I've never seen that. Okay. Well, we got a new crystal. I know we've had a run of crystals we gotten before. We got a new one tonight. So there you go. There's an answer. And it's orange. It's kind of bright like the sun. So yeah, kind of a spherical. It kind of looked like the coronavirus, actually. Now that I think about it, doesn't it look like COVID? with them things sticking out. The universe has a sense of humor. I fucking love it. Yes, indeed. Let it go. Let it go. Okay. 9:45. We got 15 minutes left here in the show. If you have a question for the OraCola, please put it in the chat. I will get to you in due time. Well, I don't know. I don't know what it actually looks like. You know, that could be an idealized specimen. It might just normally be just a little different, but I just couldn't help but make the notification that looked like COVID. Ah, oh my God. Okay, so I did a fashion and a tarot for the collective. Let's do a essential oil because we always need a little plant medicine. I feel like this time of year outside, I look at all the plants, they're starting to look crispy, and I feel sad for them. But then I remember that's just how they are. You know, they have to go into this little dormant phase if they're used to living here. And yeah, they just have to tough it out. You know, plants have their problems too. Nobody is exempt from pain on this 3D Earth existence. Everybody has to go through some shit. And if your lot in life is to be half starved from water because it's a drought, well, that might be your lot in life. If your lot in life is that you turn brown and almost die because a dog pissed on you, well, that might be your lot in life. But hopefully you will have learned something on this go round. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, Roman chamomile. Okay, we've gotten this one before, but I think it's a good one. You know, just we need to chill the fuck out. We need just to chill. Chamomile is about just being calm and relaxed, and it's very pleasant. Uh, it's good for all kind of things. So, if it's not Roman chamomile, get you the other kind of chamomile, but any kind of chamomile, just do the chamomile. It's a sunny flower. Do it. Okay. See, I feel like we got a color theme going on here. Honestly, I think we've had a lot of the same colors, except for what the Empress was pink. Yeah, she was pink, but I'm wearing pink. Yeah, I feel like there's a theme going on. Pay attention. Okay. There was a question up here. Revelations for Goog. What should I do if I'm asked to work on a product that I object to morally? Ooh. This is the thing that all of them pharmacists who didn't want to like dispense abortion pills had to wrestle with. So this is, I think, a common thing. Sometimes the man asks you for some shit that you are just like, I don't know if I can do it. It's a test. Let's see what the Revelation says. All right. 22 chapters. We're going to get a chapter 4. Chapter 4 has 11 verses. So we'll go to 11. And we're going to generate 2. All right, so we do verse 2. Chapter 4, verse 2. The book of Revelation. And immediately I was in the Spirit, and behold, a throne was set in heaven, and one sat on the throne. So this is saying there is only one answer to this. You can only be the king of your domain. There is only one rule to follow, and that is yours. So you should be the king of your domain and you should decide the rules of your domain. And if that involves allowing yourself to participate in this activity, then that is the rule of your domain. Don't worry about it. You made the rule. Now, if it's the opposite, it's because you also made the rule. So you get to decide what's right. And it's up to you. And don't worry about it so much because mostly it's not on you when you make the shit because they own all the rights. So you just like a cog in the wheel. You just got to decide if your time in the wheel as the cog is worth that little bit of karma. That's all. So good luck. Okay. We got about 10 more minutes left in the show. Oh, Tarot Destroyer is back. I feel like this is a bot because they popped up before and there was just some kind of Bible verse, and you're like, yeah, what you're doing is the devil. Oh, honey, you don't have any clue what we're actually up to, so I ain't worried about it. Moving on. Moving on. We did the tarot. We did we do a collective stone? Was that the Argonite? I think it was. All right, we're going to move on to a self-care for the collective because that is easy. Everybody, oh, this one fell out. Okay, what is it? Listen to music. Okay, so yes, universe says listen to music. This is a very stimulating activity for your brain. It can definitely affect your mood. So find some music that is uplifting to you, that is piquing your curiosity, something that you want to listen to, and just gives yourself time to listen to it. Just carve out like 20 minutes of your day and say, okay, I'm going to sit down. I'm going to listen to these songs. I'm just going to sit and listen and let the music transport me, allow me to meditate on an idea, just whatever it means to me. Let myself enjoy the music because there may come a time very soon. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it could happen when we don't have electricity and there's no way to play no music because we've gotten rid of all those analog options except for a few weird collectors. And yeah, you might not be able to do any kind of music in that immersive space. So take advantage of it while you can. All I'm saying. Oh my goodness, Tarot Destroyer. So cute. Well, I ain't gonna worry about it. So next up, we have the hate ball. What should Tarot Destroyer do? Magic hate ball. Let's find out. I still think it's a bot. It's just running. Let's see. Karen says, my sources say no. Oh, so it's maybe not a bot? I don't know. Well, Karen's very clear about this. Tarot Destroyer is allowed to hang out and spew hate. I think that's what Karen's saying. Hilarious. Ooh, Pornicle, am I a witch? Well, sometimes I like to say I'm a witch just because it's fun, but I practically have no knowledge of witchery. I just don't. So I would not say I'm a witch. It's not like I work at it. I'm just saying I do things sometimes and things happen. But that has nothing to do with me being a witch or not. So let's see. What does the Pornicle say about it? Do 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 do. 755. Generate. 11. Page 11. Okay. That's very early in the Pornicle. This is going to be some caveman shit. Oh, look at this. So this is back to Egyptian times. So I would say, yeah, I guess I am some kind of witch. I'm some kind of reincarnated Egyptian witch that was real good at sucking dick. And that's what I was. And I was so good at it that I was granted some kind of special thing Maybe the semen was needed for my spells. I don't know. But there you go. There you go. There's your answer. Okay. Well, it's about 5 minutes left in the show. I feel like I need to sip a little bit more tea before we say goodnight. So let me see what the universe wants me to spill on. What is it going to be? Oh, look at this. The January 6th hearings. Y'all, if y'all don't know that this whole thing is fake from the very beginning to the very end, then y'all are not paying attention. I have not had to listen to a single lick of this bullshit to know that it is number one, a distraction, and number two, a waste of time and money, and number three, utter garbage, and number four, pure propaganda. It is bullshit. It doesn't matter to me what happened on that day, whether it happened or not. I know everything that I've been told about it is a lie in the mainstream media, and everything on the alternative media is sus. So I just do not pay attention to this because ultimately it is not important. It is not important. This event did not change anything about our lives, not one thing. All it did was make some people go to jail for a long time. That is it. That is the only thing that happened, and it's also sucked a lot of money and it's sucked a lot of time from our Congress people who actually should be trying to run the goddamn country. So yeah, I'm not down with this January 6th bullshit. I see through it 100%. I think if anybody is following this feeling like it's actual truth, then honey, you need to take several seats and then go way back in time and start with, I don't know, the JFK assassination. That's just an easy part to start. We can go way back like beyond that to like the Federal Reserve, the Spanish flu, all that shit. All of that shit. So, yeah. I would not pay attention to January 6th. I would not worry about January 6th. I would not give your clicks to January 6th. Don't give no clicks to Jan 6th. That should be a slogan because it's not worth it. It's just a failed attempt by the man to distract you from his other nefarious bullshit, of which there is plenty. Plenty. I think I just spit. Oh my God. Y'all. Oh, it was terrible. It was terrible. It's such a farce. It is such a farce. Like, anytime the man tries to do some kind of crazy thing, his fingerprints are all over it. It's always obvious. We just have to like censor people who know the truth and hide the evidence. And then, like, 30, 40 years in the future, someone will write a book about it that'll be kind of obscure, but it'll have the truth in it, but it'll be true. That's the thing. The man don't care if you know that he did it. In fact, it's to his advantage for him to tell you about it ahead of time because that is all a part of the whole contract with his Satan and his whatever it has. That's how his religion works. The man has to tell you what he's going to do. He can't outright deny it. He's just got to be very subtle in how he gets around it. And so, y'all, just don't pay attention to that bullshit. It is not worth it. Trust me, there's plenty of other shit the man's up to that's way worth paying attention to. But not January 6th shit. No. No! Ay. Oh, I know all that shit. All that shit. I know about all that shit. And anybody who pays attention and actually looks into it can find all that shit that's verifiable that happened. And it's just kind of been ignored or explained away or just mostly not publicized. That's the thing. Most people are so involved in their, whatever Bridgerton's up to, that they don't even pay attention to that shit except read the headline. And if the headline is tilted one way, that's the only way they're going to think about it. And that is pure propaganda, 100%. Hey, yeah. So, y'all, we got this whole lottery ticket we need to take care of before we end the show. So, let's get into that scritchety scratchety and see what's up. Let's see. Use my trick coin here. So, hopefully, we'll get a winner. think all I got to do is scritch them all off. So let's do it. might need some back in here. Hold on. Ooh, winning number is 23. And 23. Oh, it looks like we got $1. Yep, we won $1. Woohoo! So yes, this is the first scratch off we won in quite a while. Looks like lucky number was 23, and I got 23 with $1 as the winner. So I actually won my money back. Yeehaw! It's a good show, y'all. Thank y'all so much for the good energy. Please, if you're able to like this, subscribe to it. If you haven't done so already and you're watching it later down the line, if YouTube puts it on your algorithm, please do so. Doesn't matter how far in the future it is. If you are able to send an offering or a gift or a tip, then you can always do that to arcieocola, ARCIECOLA, at either PayPal or Venmo. It's in the description box below. Leave a comment if you enjoyed the show. Tell your friends about it. Stream it later. Share it on your social medias. All of them things. Apollo is drinking some water at the end of the show, not the beginning this time. So that's a very special send-off for y'all. Thank you so much. Enjoy your summer. Get out in the sun. Have some fun. And I will see y'all next week. Bye.